Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, February, 4th. Market was up strong. I told you fiscal flows are blowing through the roof. I said we're going to come into a period right now of very, very strong spiking flows. We had that huge, Friday was huge with first of the month payments. We had a Social Security payment yesterday. The 14th of February, we're going to get a quarterly interest payment. Then we're going to follow that up with another Social Security payment. I mean, the month is going to be big, not to mention the February tends to be the biggest month for tax refunds. So it's like supercharged right now. We're going to see the market at all-time highs, probably all three averages. Trump took the tariffs off of Mexico and Canada. We still got the 10% tariffs on China. China responded in a very measured way, so that doesn't look like a big deal. The flows are blowing through the roof. So whatever Elon Musk is doing with, respect to cutting spending, it's like, whatever it is, it's like a drop in the ocean. It's nothing. I mean, I look at flows year over year, and that trend is just going like parabolic. So not much more to say on that. I mean, risk assets, gold, obviously, but you want to buy a pullback. I think that's the safest way to do it. The one that I see, which is kind of languishing, which I would say right now is low-hanging fruit, would be oil. Oil's down on, on this perception that Trump is going to drill, baby, drill. But you got producers aggressively long futures. They've been long futures for almost 2 years now. They've been long the futures since May 2023. And they've just been consistently long. And that's a very, very rare thing to see from a producer. Producers are almost always net short the physical commodity, or net short the futures against the physical commodity, because they produce the physical commodity. So like, to see them long futures for this amount of time, I mean, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. So I think oil is kind of a low-hanging fruit trade right here. I think buying it here looks very interesting. What else? Here's something. Let's talk some more about this stuff, like, you got to pay back and taxes and all this crap. Like I was saying, Trump said that he's made a deal with Zelensky over there in Ukraine, that if Zelensky wants any more aid, then he's going to have to fork over some of these rare earth metals that the United States uses primarily in technology and defense. And here's the question I have, and it's a question, I'm surprised nobody asked this question. I don't have a platform, I don't have access to these people to ask these questions, but I'm surprised that nobody, because all we ever hear about, like, I don't know, Ukraine got what, 200, 250 billion, 300, I have no idea, but it's in the hundreds of billions. And we're always hearing, taxpayer money being sent to Ukraine. Taxpayer money. Let's go with that, all right? So if any deal is going to be made where they're going to get more aid, shouldn't that be contingent upon Ukraine paying our tax money back? I mean, if that was literally taxpayer money, which it's not, okay? I mean, if you have again, I don't want to go into a whole separate discussion about how taxes don't fund anything in a currency issuing country. But let's go with it. Let's go with the broad understanding, and I say understanding because it's not really an understanding, but let's just go with the broad, claim, outcry, if you will. Taxpayer money going to Zelensky, taxpayer money. Why is he making a deal to get rare earth minerals or whatever the hell he's asking for? How about a deal where they pay our tax bill, okay? Because supposedly That was our taxpayer money. How about paying us back? How about eliminating our tax bill? Okay, that's number one. Number two, like I was saying before, all this stuff like with this ridiculous sovereign wealth fund. Who does a sovereign wealth fund? I tell you who does a sovereign wealth fund. I talked about this yesterday. Countries like Norway, I think some of these Middle Eastern oil producers like Saudi Arabia, maybe United Arab Emirates, maybe these countries have wealth funds because it's like they have one export, one product. And in the case of Norway, oil, and they tax their citizens like crazy, okay? Even though they don't have to, but they tax their citizens like crazy. They all get like free health care and free education, which is great, but it's not necessary to take everything away in taxes, all right? And so now they have this sovereign wealth fund, which invests money in the foreign sector, okay? Because they deploy that money, that Norwegian sovereign wealth fund, they invest all over the world. How about giving that money back to the freaking citizenry? All right, how about giving it back? You've taxed them to death. How about giving them their money back? How about with this idea of the sovereign wealth? This is a crazy idea because the government here doesn't have a surplus, okay? It runs a deficit. So in other words, it's going to expand the deficit to fund this sovereign wealth fund to ostensibly deploy that money, which again, there's no need to have a sovereign wealth fund if you're going to invest dollars, because we create the dollars, to invest money in the foreign sector in projects, whatever, that are going to earn dollars, I guess, ultimately, even if they earn profits in some foreign country. That's assuming it's going to be profitable. We don't know who's running this thing. This was a the brainstorm of Scott Bessent and this guy Lutnick. And I got a lot to say about Lutnick. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I mean, Lutnick, I'll do it another time. So government's gonna transfer into this wealth fund, could be transferring to us, could be transferring checks to us, to the people, could be eliminating our tax bill. They're gonna transfer money into this wealth fund. So these guys could play around in the markets and investments and go invest. To do what? To do what exactly? To make profits for a government that has an unlimited capacity to issue its own currency, which happens to be the world's reserve currency that is used throughout the world for net saving, transaction, clearing, everything. I mean, how about taking care of our tax bill? Like I said, this is the stupidest idea in the world. I don't understand. These guys are supposed to be smart. They're supposed to be smart. And they come up with these fucking idiotic ideas. I just don't fucking understand it. Are they smart? Am I an idiot? You tell me. What the hell is the need for this sovereign wealth fund to do what? To bring dollars to the government, which it has the unlimited ability to create? And where do we stand in all this as taxpayers? Because I'm already seeing the headlines that say taxpayer money gonna fund the sovereign wealth fund. So give us our money back. If you're gonna go play in the markets globally and make profits for this wealth fund, take care of my tax bill. Take care of your tax bill. Take care of all of our tax bills, okay? Is that unreasonable? When is the same thing with the tariffs. Great, the government's going to make money. What about us? What about us? Where is the offset to that? What is the reason for the government to make money if supposedly that's our money, okay? And again, it's money that the government can create without any, any problem whatsoever. Pay our taxes, eliminate our taxes. I mean, all these things that are happening right now, people should be going nuts saying like, that's all great, these ideas, but eliminate our taxes. You're going to make money here on the tariffs. You're going to make money here on the sovereign wealth fund. I see people online on social media said cheering, this is fantastic. The government spends so much money. Now they're going to be making money. This is great. Making money. They create fucking money. If they're making money, for what reason? For the government? Pay our taxes. Cut the taxes. There's no need for it. I mean, am I the only one who sees this? And the other thing, the final thing I want to say, and some of you are making, you're mocking me now because you're saying, yeah, he's your boy, Mike, you voted for him. I still like Trump. All right? I mean, we're just going to have to deal with this nonsensical bullshit that's going on. And again, like I always tell you guys, I know what the impact is going to be to the financial markets. I'm going to use that to my benefit, okay? And my subscribers. The last thing I want to say, I'm really getting sick and tired of when he's saying they're ripping us off. These countries are ripping us off. Because again, you're just talking about money. And money is something, it's just a fucking accounting entry. It's a bookkeeping entry. It's a keystroke on a computer. They're not ripping us off. We're getting stuff. Okay? We're getting finished goods. High quality finished goods that define our standard of living. Everything we got, all the things, our houses, our fucking, energy, food, clothing. They're not giving us all of that stuff, but like we get lots of stuff. They toil, they labor, they subvert the wages and the earnings of their workers. They manipulate their currency to keep it artificially low. They erect barriers. And we get the stuff. How is that a ripoff? And we're giving them little paper dollars that like are basically fucking worthless that we can make. It's not a ripoff. We're winning in that situation. So that's my rant for today. Like, pay our taxes, man. There's no need for it. If you're making money over here, your tariffs, your freaking wealth fund, your this, your that, get rid of our taxes. Because now we're being taxed twice, 3 times, 4 times. It's not right. It's not right. See you tomorrow. Bye.